Finally, the mystery behind my errant son's disappearance is revealed. Countess Rigmor of Bruma. Robert has told us all about you, my lady.
Good things, I hope, Count Leowin.
Why? Are there some bad things? No offense, Rigmor. As you can see, these balls, as they call them, aren't really the sort of balls I understand them to be.
Father, mind your manners. Ladies are present.
I'm sorry, Count. I don't understand. Exactly which balls do you have in mind?
Well...
Who's over the barrel now, Leowin? What finally brings you out of the club?
Yes, Countess. We have so much to catch up on. How's
Guardian,
your mother?
Might I have a word in private? It concerns Rigmor.
I don't like you. I was told not to talk. I don't like you. What the hell do you want? Sir Robert, what's on your mind?
It was something that was said over dinner last night. We've all been here for a few days, and heard Rigmor had arrived yesterday. Unfortunately, she didn't attend last night, and the counts were becoming agitated. They just want her to sign the decree so they can all go home.
Go on.
Some of the counts do not recognize Rigmor as nobility. They say she is a commoner. I, of course, defended her honor robustly. When Count Coral suggested Bruma wasn't doing enough to stop bandits sneaking through the Jarl Mountains to raid the northern counties, my father countered the complaint that as soon as Bruma signs the decree, it'll be signing away its status protected under international law as a free city.
Please, continue.
Once Ariel Sethius gets Rigmor's signature on the decree, it will legitimize his claim to the Mede dynasty and everything therein. Once he proclaims himself Titus Mede III, he will own Bruma. It will no longer be a free city. And my father told them the Emperor has plans for Bruma, and they should no longer be concerned.
What sort of plans?
That, I'm afraid, I don't know.
Sir Robert, why are you telling me all this?
Because, Guardian, I love Rigmor with all my heart. And if anything were to befall her, I would never forgive myself. She has changed my life completely, and I intend to marry her. So I have a plan to protect her honor until that time comes. Decree or no decree.
What are you suggesting?
As you know, my father is the Count of Leowin. He commands the largest force, but is loyal only to Sethius, as am I. If the Emperor does indeed have any plans for Bruma that could affect the House of Rigmor, if I were to publicly propose, and she were to accept my hand in marriage, we could rule the county together as Count and Countess of Bruma. Any plans the Emperor had, he would seriously have to reconsider, or come to naught.
You're playing a very dangerous game, Sir Robert.
Is Rigmor not worth it? Guardian, you know her as well as I. Our engagement has been a long time coming. Look at these stuck-up so-called nobles fawning over her as we speak, with sweet-sounding words. Don't think for one moment I am ignorant to the fact that they feel the same way about Father and I.
We need to talk.
Count Leowin.
Guardian, we are dining.
Note how she blushes.
Right now.
Sir Robert and the Countess would make
Okay,
such an excellent
please
match, don't you
excuse
think?
me for one moment.
All in good time, Lady Coral.
Okay. I've just had an interesting conversation with your Bobby.
Dragonborn, what?
He informed me that once you sign a decree, Bruma will no longer be a free city.
Yes, it's the decision we made. We all agreed on it. The Emperor will rule supreme.
He also fears for your safety, and that once you do, the Emperor has plans for Bruma.
What plans?
Oh, but he claims he doesn't know.
I just want to sign the damn thing and go home, nothing more.
Bobby wants me to tell you his plans, so get ready.
Go on.
When you sign the decree, he is going to ask for your hand in marriage.
Oh, the gods, the idiot. What is he thinking?
He says he loves you and he wants to be your knight in shining armor.
Tell me you're kidding, right?
I wish, but Rigmore, this could be our way out.
No, I don't love Bobby. I love you.
I know, but if you accept any plans Cetheus might have for Bruma, or if he knows about your secret, it's all over.
Of course. But what about us?
Rigmore, listen to reason. If you say no, you could be risking everything.
Are you dumping me?
Rigmore, no, all I am saying is it's a golden opportunity. A gift horse. Hear me out.
You know, I thought better of you. I thought we had something. All that back there, was that a lie?
No, it wasn't a lie. I love you more than anything in this world.
I suppose next you're going to tell me you're only doing it for me, out of love? That you only want to see me happy? And that sometimes if we love someone, we have to let them go, right?
Rigmore, wait, please. Listen.
I would rather die in your arms than lose you again. But now I see the real you. Now I see through all the lies, and that you've been leading me on all this time. I'm here for you. Whatever.
Rigmore, wait, hear me out.
You know what you are, Dragonborn? You're pathetic.
Now hold on.
Okay! I'll accept Bobby's hand in marriage, because he's a real gentleman. At least he isn't going to mess with my head and dump me at the drop of a hat. But by the time I get home, I want you gone. Do you understand? And I never, ever want to see your face again.
Seriously, Rigmore, hey. Now, just you wait one fucking minute.
How dare you speak to me like that? This conversation is done.
One more step and I swear by the gods I'll draw my sword and everything will be done.
Don't you threaten me.
I'm not having you flip me off and talk down to me like a common peasant. All that back in the woods, the hotel, does that not account for anything?
Dragonborn, stop.
No, I won't. I don't have to prove to you how much I love you. You should know that. Have you forgotten?
Forgotten what?
I would have taken your place on the altar of Trinamak, just so that you might live.
Oh, Dragonborn, I'm sorry.
Come on, hold it together.
I love you so much, Dragonborn.
And I would rather die in your arms than lose you again too. But you must hear me out.
Okay.
Listen carefully. We go along with it. You sign the document and get engaged to Bobby.
Go on.
We stay for the coronation, go back to Bruma, then you break it off with him. Send him a letter or something.
You mean dump him by courier?
Yeah, if you like. Tell him it isn't him, it's you. We leave some time for it to settle and confess our love.
Oh, my sweet, silly Dragonborn. I know what you're trying to say, but I don't know. Bobby doesn't deserve that.
Kinda does. Like, seriously, what?
I would rather tell him the truth, right now, to his face, than continue this charade.
You can't be serious.
Uh-huh. If he proposes, I will refuse. I would rather be exiled and risk my life, just to have you come get me.
You have got to be kidding me.
If I don't make it, then at least I died loving you.
I give up. I really do. I have finally come to the end of a very long piece of rope.
You're not mad at me, are you?
No, Rigmore. I'm not mad at you.
Are we still good?
Yeah, we're still good. Come on. The wonder was keeping us.
Okay.
Oh, this isn't gonna end well. I don't like these half-heartedly lit hallways either. A little unsettling to me, just saying.
My lady, as I have conveyed to our other noble guests, the Emperor wishes you all to remain here at the palace until the signing of the decree and the subsequent coronation have taken place. Then you will be free to return to Bruma as you see fit. An adjacent room for your companion is provided in suite, as stated in the agreement. I do apologize for any inconvenience caused, and hope your stay here will be a pleasant one, as best it can be.
Something doesn't feel right.
I would also like to take the opportunity to thank you for finally attending, and would like you to convey my respects to Lady Sigun upon your return. Please, feel free to return to our guests.
Thank you, Lord Chancellor. You have been so kind. Be assured, your respects will be conveyed as you wish.
Right. Now we go back to the party?
Are you kidding? I'm gonna rest here for a while. All that back there has drained me. Ugh!
Then I'll watch over you a while.
Good night, Dragonborn.
Good night, Rigmore.
Dragonborn, wake up. It's time to go.
What was that? Alright. That was... What time is it?
Time to sign the decree. They're waiting for us in the Imperial Chamber.
Are you okay?
Uh-huh.
How are you feeling?
To be honest, I feel relieved, but a little nervous, I guess.
Have you experienced anything strange happen since you've been here?
Dragonborn, what's wrong?
There's something here.
Dragonborn...
You know, it's probably nothing. Forget I even mentioned it.
Okay.
Have you thought about Bobby? What we talked about?
I was thinking of what you said, and I have decided to accept if he proposes. But what will we do? What's to stop them from coming after us when I dump Bobby? We'll be back to square one.
I intend to strengthen the garrison, enforce the borders, talk to Quintus, try to gain his support.
But it's only speculation, Dragonborn. Quintus has sworn fealty to the Emperor, and he's in Hammerfell.
We have friends in Skyrim. Yingle, Cassius. That's gotta be worth another 100 men combined at least.
But they have the new Imperial army. That's 6 legions, Dragonborn. Even if you did convince Quintus, that's 5-to-1 odds. How can we hold out against a siege? Even if Ingol and Cassius could muster 100 men, there's no way out.
Vigmore, Bruma is perfectly situated. We have the heights. We could hold them off indefinitely.
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it.
Come on. Let's get this over with.
After you, Dragonborn.
Okay.
Countess Rigmor of Bruma, you have graced us with your presence here today to sign the noble decree. And with it, you will inherit what was set out in the White Gold Agreement, including full access to trade, a personal Imperial Legion loyal only to you, and a place at the seat of representatives here in the Imperial Chamber. By signing the decree, you forfeit your status of a free city, and by doing so revoke the corrupt, weak, and unelected international laws, and legitimize your Emperor's claim to the titles of the Mede dynasty. Do you wish to say anything before you sign?
Only that I would like to thank the Emperor for this opportunity, and thank all the noble houses for their openness and kindness since I arrived, and that you all can be assured of the House of Bruma's loyalty and support.
Lord Chancellor, please proceed.
Approach the table and sign, my lady. The houses of Cyrodiil are united. Long live the Emperor!
This is gonna end well.
Could I please have everyone's attention? I have an important announcement to make.
I forgot he was gonna do
As
this.
many of you might know, Countess Rigmor and I have been acquainted this past year. And I cannot think of any better occasion to tell her of my undying love for her. And to humbly ask her something that's been a long time overdue.
It's okay, Rigmor. You'll feel
Rigmor,
good.
it would be my greatest honor if you would become my wife.
Oh, the gods, Bobby.
Will you marry me?
Yes! Yes, of course!
Hi. Did I do something wrong?
Bravo, bravo. And might I say, very impressive.
I'm sorry, I don't follow you.
Oh, I think you do. Morag Cetheus sucker-punched by a masterstroke of genius? Guardian and protector of Countess Rigmor of Bruma. Indeed, a title you should be very proud of.
Oh, I am, Lord Chancellor. Be assured of that.
Meet me in the temple gardens tomorrow morning before the coronation. There are some things I would like to discuss.
Alrighty then, congratulations, Sir Robert. My Lady Rigmor, may I remind you of the long day tomorrow and that we should retire.
Of course, Guardian. Thank you all for your support, and I bid you all good night. What did Bobby want?
He claims Coral and Shadenhall, with Morag's help, want to carve up Bruma between them.
But why?
To balance the power amongst the nobles. It actually makes a lot of sense.
Is that what all this is about? This is the reason why we're here? And not what we thought?
I don't know. It's all too convenient. It's like we're being played.
Well, it seemed pretty real to me. Ravag's storming off, and I noticed Coral and Shadenhall left pretty quickly too. We are in the heart of the Imperial Palace, Dragonborn. These people don't do play acting to such a huge scale. There's gotta be something in what Bobby said. It's like they pick up on things, anything, and use it to mess with your head.
Well, I do believe Bobby's plan has upset the apple cart, but it's what Blackwell said that doesn't add up.
What did he say?
He attributed the intrigue to me. I can't help but wonder why.
Unless he knows, right? He knows about me, and they were going to make a move after the signing. So maybe he's assumed you put Bobby up to the proposal. There's no love lost for the Lord Chancellor, Dragonborn. He might not even know about the plot between Morag, Coral, and Shadenall.
If at all there is one, and if there were, why did it come about? Let's think of some scenarios.
If what Bobby says is true, why would Morag want to balance the power? The only thing I can think of is that she might fear Leowyn. After all, he has the strongest force, right?
Clever girl.
What? I didn't do anything.
By marrying you, Bobby basically becomes the Count of Bruma. Leowyn would hold all the cards in the deck.
Of course. He has the support of Anvil, Breville, Skingrad, and Quintus' army in the west. By the gods, Bobby doesn't want me. He wants Bruma. If I marry him, he becomes Count by default.
Keep going. You're nearly there.
What? Okay, so Morag stormed out, not because of any plot she had with Coral and Shadenhall was subverted, but because the balance of power has just become weighed in favor of the Count of Leowyn, and he wants the Imperial crown for himself?
It would make sense of what Blackwell said, if he assumed we were in on Leowyn's scheme.
You know what? All this bullshit makes me want to go knocking on the Emperor's door and saying to him, "Hey, asshole, I've got a real royal bloodline that goes back to the first Mede dynasty, so go bite me."
You know what, Rigmore? I couldn't agree more. Get this whole ball rolling.
You know, it's like a kind of violence. What they say and do, how they can instill fear into someone with just words. Makes you feel sick to the stomach with fear and worry.
So, now we are part of the game. Who do you believe? Who do you trust?
Like rats caught in a trap.
There could be a way to find out. Notice the banner?
What about it?
The breeze is caused by a ventilation shaft. All the rooms are connected. Bobby told me.
You're not seriously thinking about crawling around in that thing eavesdropping, are you?
Why not? Right now we have nothing to lose. It could prove Bobby was telling the truth all along.
What about me?
Rigmore, you'll be okay, trust me. Stuff some pillows under my sheets, and if anyone comes, you can tell them I am sleeping.
Dragonborn!
I won't be long. Why don't you get changed into something more ladylike?
Hey, I would love that.
So would I. Oh, and if you see a head pop into the room and it isn't mine, hit it with a heavy, blunt object.
Oh, har har. You really are something. You know that?
Yeah, I'm not joking. There's something's not right. Let's go.
Ah, Blackwell, enter.
My lord, you summoned me.
You had better have something good for me, Blackwell. Who is he, and what is he doing here? More to the point, how did he manage to surface out of thin air and become such a problem?
Is my lady present? I'm sure she would like to hear.
She will be back shortly. She needed to visit her
Are they talking
father.
about me?
Please continue.
Little is known from the time he met the Countess. Apart from the New Order incursion into Skyrim, very little is noted or recorded in manuscript. What we do know is he was hired to protect her from the New Order, a breakaway sect native to Alinor that tried to overthrow the Isle and invade Cyrodiil.
What did the New Order want with her?
The girl disappeared for years until she resurfaced at the Battle of Whiterun. She was linked to a Khajiit emissary who frequented the Imperial Court and had the ear of the Council of Elders.
I'll tell you why she is so special. So special to have at her side the most dangerous killer in all of Tamriel. Of course, it is now all so obvious. It all fits in. The ripples in the fabric of the void. How she hid her truths. She has been hiding it for years, afraid for her very life. Cursed by her blood from the day she was born.
Oh no.
A product of a liaison that produced a royal bastard. Her veins coursing with the royal blood of the dynasty we usurped.
Oh no.
And her guardian, a half-beast dragon slayer, champion of Boethia and defeater of Alduin. She is a pretender by default.
Oh no.
And I want her.
They know everything.
And I want them both, Lord Chancellor.
We would need evidence before we could touch her. A confession, or someone to testify.
I'll make the girl confess, even if I have to do it myself. And as for her guardian...
What do you have planned for me?
Aren't you meant to be protecting your beloved Rigmore, Dragonborn?
Oh. Oh, no. No, 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 no.